Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Briareus Kerensky and welcome to a new unboxing. This is the Western edition of Knights of Azure 2 Bride of the New Moon by Nipponichi America. As usual, I've bought this from their European online store, and yes, I've already covered the Japanese premium box, but usually Nisa delivers good limited editions, so I've double dipped. If you remember my unboxing of the Japanese premium edition, this Western release will seem smaller, and in fact it is, by quite a large margin. But at least we get all new art across the box, and on the front cover we see Arush and Arnas, which is quite the strange combo, considering that Arnas, yes, was the protagonist of the first game, but here is just a secondary character. So, on one side we see Liliana, on the other side Ruenhide, and on the back Arush in her bride outfit. On the top the title of the game, and on the bottom just publisher info. So, inside we go. Of course, this being the Switch edition, we find the Switch version of the game. A white envelope. A cloth something. And a rather small art book. Starting off with the game, there is nothing unusual on the front cover. The PEGI rating indicates that this is the European edition, Nintendo Switch, Koei Tecmo, and on the back all the characters, the usual 3 screenshots, and Lily's beautiful new heroines. I think this references the theme that Gust went with this game, as well as other two, which if I'm not mistaken, are Blue Reflection and One Atelier Game. But anyway, yeah, technical details, DLC and Pro Controller support. Well, at least it's not a white cover inside, limited warranty, and a black and white illustration of Liliana and Arush. And of course, the very small Switch card, where the game's title is actually smaller than the PEGI rating. Well, okay. The mysterious white box contains the official soundtrack for the game, that has a very similar front cover to its Japanese counterpart. So, and on the back we see the track list, 37 and 31 tracks, so it's the same amount as in the Japanese version, and this is the complete soundtrack. So, I see that something went wrong while packaging my version, unfortunately. So, disc 1 with Arush, and disc 2 with Liliana and Ruenhide. And we arrive at the official art book that in size and probably in page count is a very far cry from its Japanese counterpart, but at least it's properly bound. So, and for some reason there are also illustrations from the first game. which is rather bizarre, to be honest. So, judging by how many pages are left, there are only the characters here. So, and for some reason, Eleanor, that is a playable character, only gets half a page. The clothed something I've shown in the opening is in fact 3 clothed posters. One is slightly smaller than 50 by 70 centimeters, while the other 2 are a bit larger than that, closer to 60 by 85 centimeters. They are all printed on very fine cloth, and unlike every other cloth poster I have from Nipponichi America, this one has stitched borders. However, I must say that the glossy finish that all 3 posters have doesn't quite fit with the illustration style. Other than that, print quality is good, details are fine, but colors are kinda muted by the glossy finish. The smaller print is more blurred than the others, though. The Western limited edition of Knights of Azure 2 Bride of the New Moon is average. I've seen much better limited editions from Nisa, and while this doesn't have anything done wrong, it hasn't anything done spectacularly either. If you can find this edition for a good price, I will go for it, but otherwise I wouldn't really spend any extra money on it. There won't be any new first hour play of this game. I've already done 2, and the full review is out as well. So, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and you'll stick around for more. Briareos Kerensky, over and out.